6 months ago, my life changed completely. I moved into a new apartment, stepped into a directorial role, and suddenly I was responsible for much more. But here's the strange part. For someone that never starts the year without a vision board, this year I didn't have one. January came and went, February ran past, March was a blur, but one random night in June, right by this board, something finally clicked. And for the first time, I knew exactly what I wanted. I didn't figure out my goals until June, and I want to tell you, you don't need clarity in January because sometimes clarity arrives halfway through the year, and that's enough. So today, I'm sharing 3 mindset shifts that got me here, so you stop waiting for a certain time to get clarity. Hi, my name is Toby, and I'm a creative entrepreneur documenting her becoming. And before now, I used to think consistency was everything, and as much as I still think it is one of the bedrocks of success, because whatever you are doing, you have to stay consistent at it, right? I think consistency without clarity is really just a waste of time. Here's what I've learned: you can be very busy doing absolutely nothing that matters, and it happened to me a lot. This year, I had to stop. This year, life forced me to stop. I moved in January, and by April, some personal things meant I was no longer going to be living alone. There was a lot of adjustment to do, and in all of that, I finally had room to ask myself what I actually wanted. What am I actually building? What do I want out of life? And that question led me to this board, and this board led me to everything else, because the day I got clarity was just standing by this board and realizing that all these plenty dreams I have, what's the channel? Like, how do I actually get there? How do I actually achieve them? What's the roadmap to these dreams, right? When I was going to buy this board, I did not intend to do a roadmap of my life on a board, but that is what this board has become. So if you've spent the first half of the year thinking you need to be doing more, I think the question is not about doing more. The question is about staying long enough to ask yourself, what does more actually mean? What does more actually stand for? Now, if you know me, you know I love a beautiful vision board. I've had a couple of videos on my channel where I am actually designing my vision board, and you could see like how it turns out, beautiful, and the Pinterest fine pictures. But this board, it looks quite different this time around. There's no pretty magazine cutout here. It's just sticky notes, stuck with stickers that I got from Temu. There's a number, there's a date. These are practical things on this board. There are sticky notes with actual tasks on them and actual goals on them. The goal statement here is written in my own handwriting, and it says exactly what I am working towards. This is 50 million. That is my number. But the difference between this board and every other vision board I've made is that this one is built on my current realities and works for inspiration, not aspirations. It's not just about the pictures that fit the dream that I want to achieve, but with actual numbers, actual goals, and actual timeline of my real life. Because a pretty board that doesn't reflect where you are is just a pretty board. It's just decoration. I started the beginning of this year with no goal because it felt like I've always wanted to get an apartment, and I was in the apartment and I was just like, what now? Genuinely, that's how I felt. Yeah. And when I got practical and it was time for me to put the numbers down, it led me to the 18-month horizon. You see, this third mindset shift kind of just removed some unnecessary pressure from me, because for someone that got goal clarity in June, or that just realized what they wanted to do in June, how do you expect them to already have a deadline by December? So I stopped thinking in calendar years, because typically every December 31st, we have this pressure on ourselves. Did I achieve my goals? Did I do everything I said I was going to do? And January 1st will come, we'll do like a new year reset, and then we'll do the whole cycle all over again. So this goal, the goals I have on this vision board or on this board, are goals for the next 18 months, which is what led me to the 18 months horizon mindset. This is why my vision is 2026/2027, not just 2026, not just 2027, but a bridge between both of them. Some of what I'm building will be completed in December, I will carry it into next year, and that's not failure. It's just what it takes. Sometimes my 18 months horizon removed December 31st deadline anxiety completely, because I'm not racing to finish by a date that someone said I must finish by. I'm building towards something real on a timeline that actually fits the size of what I am trying to do. So if you are thinking at the moment that it's currently July and you don't have goals set for yourself, or you haven't hit your January goals or your 6-month goals, or you don't even have goals for the year, it's okay. Maybe the problem isn't even your discipline. The problem is the timeline that you have set for yourself, because who said you have to have it figured out by January? Ooh. You can have it figured out by June too. What does the rest of this year look like for me? 3 things. TTB Creative Co., which is my agency. TTB Creative Co. is in the middle of a rebuild and a relaunch. And I've been documenting a series of building in public on my Instagram. We're currently going through a relaunch after 1 year in business, and yeah, that is priority right now. The whole thing should be in August. August is our target. Number 2 is TTB Creative Academy. I'm building a training program for social media managers and content creators that would want to elevate their career from just being a social media manager to being more, to becoming more. We're also looking to launch the first session in August as well. And number 3 is this channel, consistently. Maybe not perfectly, because I've come to learn the difference between consistency and perfection, right? I'm always wanting to be perfect and not necessarily consistent. And sometimes, even when I'm consistent, I'm consistently just dropping rubbish. Like, I'm not consistently actually going in the right direction, which is why clarity was very important for me this year. So yeah, that's it. 3 things: my agency, my academy, and my YouTube channel. Everything else is secondary until those 3 are sitting where I want them to sit this year, which is why I don't want to put myself in a box of a timeline that might not be visible. Yeah, so my clarity came in June, 6 months into the year, later than I planned, later than I wanted, but I'm okay. I'm happy because it came, and now that it's here, I know exactly what I want to do for the second half of the year. At least I know the second half of this year would not be in vain. If you're watching this and you still feel unclear, I'm going to tell you not to rush. I'm going to tell you to find your whiteboard, literally or figuratively. It could be literally like me, it could be figuratively, but find something that would make you stop performing and actually start to plan, because your clarity is coming. It might just be taking a different route to get to you, and you don't exactly know what that route is going to be. If this video has helped you in any way, please subscribe, because I'm going to be documenting the second half of this year right here. Every win, every stumble, every episode of building this studio, it will happen here. And yeah, I'll see you next week.